He's a lady. Oh, hey guys. Oh, rocking to a little Tom Jones there. Just pulling into the Crowing Gate out here in my neck of the woods in Cedar, sunny Cedar, south of Nanaimo, British Columbia. Just a pristine, beautiful little place. The man is meticulous with his shrubbery, his grounds. You're hard pressed to find a pine cone on his lawn, and he's got a whole grove of fir trees here, probably 30 trees, and I've spiral thinned every single one of them. Anyhow, well, I guess I won't go that way. There's a truck backing in there. He's having a hard time. I've come to prune a few trees today. I'll just park out here. But I'm going to get the ones that are in the courtyard because they open up at 11 o'clock here. And I don't want to be in anybody's way. So here's the beautiful Crowing Gate here. Looks like somebody's got a spoon and a shovel going here already. Anyway, talk to you a little bit. Over and out. Okay, I have to do this, and I think this is a subject and a technique that there's a lot of question for homeowners, for even commercial guys and professional people. Your tree, you want to make your tree smaller in height or circular. You know, you want to, so that, you know, it almost thinks, okay, we need to top the tree or we need to shorten the tree. Well, there are ways to kind of reduce the crown, and it's all about picking the tallest leader and pulling it back. It's called a crown thinning, or, you know, but if you this is where you have to be extremely careful. It's a touchy subject. I'm going to show you one little way to do this. Believe it or not, you take a small piece. It's the one that's longer. Okay, so if you're at the top of the tree, here's this is as simple as I can tell you. Peace out, Roger Dodger. Now, if you've got the crown, I'm talking about the crown of a tree. Say it's a maple, and there's a crotch right there. Well, the middle finger being the highest crotch, you pull that out, you've just made the tree smaller. You have. It could be 3 feet. You know, here it's ½ an inch, but it could be 3 feet. Now you do that proper pruning techniques all the way around the whole tree. You've just reduced the crown, and you're not going to create sucker growth. I want to show you something while I'm on the subject. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to show you something. I did this cherry tree. Okay, look at it. I did this cherry tree 3 years ago. I did it in the bucket truck. Look at the symmetry of it. Now, you can see where I've pruned it. You can see. What do you notice? Well, what I notice is I don't see any sucker growth. None. And I didn't even want to top that central leader, to be honest with you. I didn't want to, but we did it. And there's no suckers. You know, you don't want to create growth. So I'm just going to show you guys something here. I know you're probably bored by now, but if you're not, stick around, because if you like trees, this will be so... I'm going to try and give you a camera angle here that you can see what I'm doing there, okay? You'll be able to see, but you won't be able to actually probably get a really good view, but I'm going to point you right up towards that crown. Now, this is what I'm talking about when it's time to thin the crown or reduce the crown. Believe it or not, this here, okay, you would think to yourself, okay, you know, this is a third of the size. This leader here, okay, this little guy here is a third the size of this. So you think, well, that'll be okay. Maybe I'll take that there. Well, to me, that's too far. It is, it's too far. I mean, you might be okay, it might work, but I don't like living on might. So what I would do is I would reduce this up in here. This sticks way out, okay? So I would go here, because this little leader is definitely a third the size of that. It's almost half. So now, we go like this. Just watch, make sure you got her on there. There it is there. Boom.
Okay? Now there, you've just reduced that, and you take this one. There, now you've pulled it out of the snow. You could reduce more than that if you like, but the point is, stay right out in the crowns, you know? You can take more if you want, you know. You could go here, but I'm not doing it. I don't need to. This is a nice sturdy limb. It doesn't look topped. Still got nice growth out there. This limb here could actually come right to the source. If you want to do some thinning, now this is a thinning cut. Boom, out it comes. You've just thinned it and reduced the crown. And you will not get any suckers there now. And the weather will fall through it. See? There we go. So it's just, I think some people go too drastic. You know, they come down in here and they go snap. And then they wonder why they get all this crazy irregular growth. Like sucker growth. And all I took out of that tree, guys and gals and women and children, this is it right here. That's all I took. And you look up there, because the reason I did is because it's sticking out kind of far, but I just wanted to peel it back a little bit. You see from here, you see how it's kind of lopsided out that way a little bit, so I just tailored it back. Then the next season hits, see how it goes, give it time to breathe, rejuvenate, maybe heal a wound, then come back, pull it back further, do it in stages, do things in stages. Doesn't have to all happen at once. Have patience. So that's just a little bit of a thinning cut right up in the crown. I'll come back and assess that next year, see how it took over. It probably done quite nicely. I can see it. I'd like my little wounds to be a little tighter to the tree. I might just get a different tool out and take that little stub back a little bit. I like my wounds nice and tight to the tree, just above the collar, so they can heal up and close up. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that real quickly to you. You don't have to take big wounds. You don't have to open up big wood. So just another little thing thought I'd say. Over and out. Thanks. Okay, go hang with those fellas, okay? She cuts, eh?
just the day that I found you. Gonna build my world around you. I used to wish on a star. Now there you are. I know you're not very old, but you got a heart of gold. And when you tell me you love me, I know that you do. You're the cream in my coffee. You're the reason I try. We'll always get by. Little child of the world. Little child, love the children of. Love all the children of the world. Thank you. Well, we got a nice day. It's not too hot today. It's just right for bringing out the kids, the dogs, the families. These are wonderful places for family and friends to meet. The coffee's good, the food's good. I'm gonna get me one of those Smokies.
Oh, 3 or 4 doors down to the left here, the Smokies are unreal.
I'm a queenie, loving how you hide. I'm a queenie, loving how you hide.
Hey everybody, out at the Crow and Gate here in lovely sunny Cedar, and we've got a mature maple here that we're dealing with, and it's a beauty. It really is. Here it is. Here, I'll just give you a look at it. It's never been pruned, which is the greatest situation ever, to see that it's never been pruned or topped, you know what I mean, because they get that horrible suckers and it just looks irregular and it's improper. I just want to show you a little technique for deadwooding these things, and it doesn't have to be a pole pruner, it can be a stick. The best thing to do with these, it's nice to do it when the leaves are on because the deadwood sticks out a little bit, but if you happen to do it when the leaves are off, all you do is you just go like this. Believe it or not, you just go through and you just, see that? I just tapped it. Like you tap a branch, you tap it like that. On these maples, if you tap a dead limb, it's breaking off. It just is. If it doesn't break off, that means it's alive or not quite dead. But regardless, like see, listen, you hear these little crack pop? That's little dead limbs breaking off. So this is an absolute gorgeous, gorgeous tree. They look way nicer when they're deadwooded. Here's a little situation we got to straighten out here. There we go. This almost looks dead here. Even if it isn't, it's coming out because it's a bit irregular. Yeah. See, that was actually, it was dead. It was dead. Look at that. Totally dead. So that's good. But it is easier when the leaves are on it to find deadwood, eh? This we know. So, this is where, on a personal note, this is where I would like to go in the end. I've been climbing trees and fallen timber for close to 20 years now, and the body's been pretty smashed up, as some of you may know, being born and raised here in Nanaimo. Excuse me, regardless. I want to get down into woody plants, woody trees. They grow. My point is, doesn't matter if it's a little shrub or a big tree. Certain trees, they have what is called a habit, okay? And no matter what you do to them, that's what they're gonna do. So topping is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, where I'd like to go with this business is actually what I'm doing right now, working in the mature maples and the smaller, lower shrubs. A little easier on the body. So that's just on a personal note. That's kind of where I'd like to be doing. And that'll happen, because what you think about happens sooner or later if you're vigilant. But there is a slight bit of almost like thinning cuts, if you will.
See, I'm just pulling on some of this stuff to see if it'll break. It's not. There's one there. You can hear it. It just goes tick, and it breaks. So this tree's in really good shape. They had a big break in the snow, and that could have been due to, you know, not coming out and giving it a shake when the snow. I can't inform you guys, and I can't stress enough how important it is to get out here and shake your trees off in the snow every couple hours when it's snowing hard. I'm not kidding you. Do it. It'll save your beautiful trees out, and you'll be kicking yourself if you don't. You will be. Okay, so this is coming together. There's one little area in this tree that is a little thick. I'm kind of losing you guys, and I'm just going to show it to you. It's here. You'll notice it. See it here? There's just quite a bit of clustering going on here and up in this zone. Now, I'm going to do a bit of thinning in here. Okay, so but I'm going to be doing out here, not back here. You don't grab something like that right there. You don't do it. You go out there and you thin out there. Okay, so but in general, this tree's in great shape. This looks like a dead limb. Let's just see. You guys watch this. If you didn't know if this was dead, just go like this. There, it's not breaking, so it's probably all right. Hear those little cracks? Okay. There's another one. Good sized limb too, you know. So when they bust off like that, it makes the tree look a lot nicer. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of broken ones there. Another one, another one. That limb looks like it might be struggling, actually. There we go. Good. Okay, you guys have seen enough. There's another dead one right there. I can tell by looking at it. Another one. Another one. No, not that one. Hear them cracking? Okay. So that's it for the big maple. I just wanted to run you guys through and give you a couple of tips on those big mature maples like that. They're such beautiful trees, and you see far too often, you see these horrible cuts. You know, yeah, you see the guy with a power tool on him sometimes. Drives me nuts. It's so therapeutic getting into a tree and deadwooding it and pruning it, and so nice. We need more good tree guys in town. So go to school and learn how to cut trees. You don't have to go to school. You can learn it other ways. Doing it, reading, internet, getting hooked in with a mentor, you know. That's the way to do it. Old school. Okay, we're going to move on to the next tree. Thanks so much for hanging around with the old Japanese maple here down at the Crowing Gate. Over and out. We'll see you in the trees. Shake them off in the snow. This hickory's tough, real tough. I mean, tough. It's nice hickory, this stuff. I don't know where they grew it, but it's tough. So, friends, what I do, sometimes I use a draw knife, but I don't mind the little bit extra work it takes with the spoke shave. I just feels my draw knives are old, and they don't really. I should probably take a look at the edge. I mean, it's okay, but it sure don't draw like, you know, like it works. But I just like the spoke shave. I like what the spoke shave affords me. It just, I don't know what it is. I like it.
Everybody likes their own tools, eh? It's kind of funny that way. So I draw a line. You see, I draw my center lines right up the center like that. This is going to be a nice thin handle. Comes straight up. So there's the center line there. You see? And I don't draw any lines here really. I might, when I get close, I might just put a head up like that, just to give me an idea. But once you do a few, you kind of know what you're after. So, but this is a lot of material to take off, more so than some of the other blanks you'll see out there, just because I cut them myself. I'll cut them a touch smaller next time. But the wood sure is nice, boy. Oh, really nice. Catch you in a bit. Come the other way now, the way the grain goes. Okay. And you gotta stop and make sure, because these things take a fair bit of wood. If you got your spoke shave set up, you can take quite a bit of wood. You see it there? That's starting to come along nice, you see? So you gotta be careful. Oh, I was wondering what that noise was. That's YouTube. Once I get the handle kind of into its shape, I narrow it down. Do you know what I mean by that? Like I actually narrow it down. I take girth out of it. And I take quite a few strokes on one side. So I flatten it a bit. Like this. Then you can see little, you can actually see little contours as you're going. So now that I've taken some there, yes, I can see it there. Now I come over here and I do it here. Because I want to flatten it a bit. But they're going to be, Hickory's amazing actually. This one's coming up nice, real nice. Over and out. Hey everyone, how are we? I hope everybody's doing real well. I just made another blank. This hickory, there's something, it's different than what I get in the store. I don't know, I can't explain it. Here's one, there's a store-bought. I mean, hickory's hickory, but I mean, this stuff that I'm working with, I can't explain it. It feels like marble. You know what I mean? It feels like marble, like strong, strong marble. Anyway, look at here, friends. It's a lot of freaking work. Like, it is a lot of work. But you get such a nice product. Like, I've had this head and I've been thinking about a guy, which he's what I do when I build axes, I have a couple on the build, like I've got right now. I've got Ryan McFeeters on the go, and I've got my boys in the UK, Jason and Richard from Richard Payne Tree Landscaping, and that he's on the channel. He's a great guy, great subscriber. If you haven't actually watched their stuff, they're funny as heck. It's Jason and Richard, but I believe they go under Richard's business name, Richard Payne. He's on the channel all the time. He's got like a flower on his thing. They're great guys. If you haven't seen their freaking work, they work together and hang out in trees together, and they're just good guys. That's Richard Payne Landscaping Limited. I think, something like that. I'll check and double check. But for one of you boys, look it. I'm telling you, I'm building a weapon right now, and it should go to the UK. I'm just telling you, but I am upselling you. I am. Because this homemade handle, it's just, after I made Devin's axe, it's just, you want to know the honest truth, what happened to me last night? I'll tell you straight up, I got nothing to hide from nobody's. I don't live that way. I'll tell you what happened. Look, don't get me wrong, you get good handles. You get good handles once in a while what I do is I order 2 boxes. I order 12 handles. And if I take home 3, it's a bonus. I'm not joking you, that's what I do. And the hardware store works with me on it. They're fine to do that. But friends, I mean, you know, I got lots of heads, but there's some that are kind of... Anyways, I've been thinking about Jason for this one. And Richard. But I forget if you guys were one single, one double. Let's double check that later. Okay, here's a handle. Not a bad handle, actually. The grain is about on a 45. In a perfect world, it would be nice to see it up, straight up. But for some reason, look at how skinny it is. So when I put the head on, it kept wanting to slip down. I thought, and I picked a skinny head. Like, I mean, I did. There's skinny ones and there's fat ones. Like, there's a skinny one. You see? So, it was garbage. I'm not using it. I'll turn it into a cruiser handle. It'll be a great cruiser handle with a straight drop-off handle. And I'll make a little nub for your hand at the bottom. Like that's what I'll do, because there's plenty of girth there to make a nice cruiser handle, which I've got here, and I will do so, friends. So, so I'm gonna hit my buddies, my old beans from the UK. I'm gonna talk to you guys, and I'm gonna upsell you to a handcrafted handle, which I just finished. Well, not finished, not near finished. We're going into the finishing stages, but I want to show you something. I don't know why I was thinking about you guys, but this is a userman's axe. This freaking axe, it's 3 pounds. Excuse me. It's 3 pounds. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. And I think I'm putting it on this homemade handle. I just think I am. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Over and out, friends. So this is where when you throw the head on, friends, you know what I mean? Like when you put the head on, you want the wood to you just want it to drop down, right down to where it's supposed to be. Like this wood's got to be the same amount off, or the head will sit crooked. You know what I'm saying by that? So, yeah. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. So, this is why I prefer to do custom handles. Look. See the bit? See? It's like, I'm actually going to drop it down a little more on the shoulder. I don't need to, but I'm going to. You know what I mean? Like, it's on there. Straight on. Beautiful. So, if I put that in, drop that in there. Yeah, I'm going to take a little off there. Yeah. It's beautiful, friends. Beautiful. So now, I knock it off. It's a crazy fit, friends. Crazy. Look. Oh, it's just, Hey, look at that. Oh, I love it. Anyways, Jason, McCloy, and Richard Payne, my boys, you guys. Oh, look at that. It's just, this is crazy. Look, friends, look. Look at. Wow. Wow. Hey, I'm going to smooth the handle out a little bit, make it a little bit smaller, but I'm telling you guys, it's scary. It is scary. The kerf is right there. That's good because I'm going to drop that down a bit about there. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, friends, this is the point, Jason or Richard, you guys, I'm a changed man. I have to tell you, doing these handles by hand, I just look what happened. I've been sitting here for 4 hours. 4 hours I've been here. Look at this. It's everywhere, friends. Look at. There it is, right there. This axe handle, I am telling you right now, I get so excited when I do this, friends. I do. I get so excited. Okay. I gotta be honest. This is scary. It's when you make your own handles. This head, all I gotta do is just take a bit, open the kerf up a bit so I can get a wedge in it, which is nothing. It's just pinching down below. So look at, friends. Look at. You see what I mean by that? That bouncing? That means your head's all the way down. That's what that means. You can hear it. So if you want, you can grab yourself one of these and go cabango. And you can do it. I sometimes give it one pop. This is incredible. This is a plum. Oh, I'm freaking stoked. I'm going to do some fine contouring now. Jason, McCloy, and Richard, I'm trying to upgrade you. You won't be sorry. Over and out, friends. Okay, well, my wife pulled in the driveway and she's been in the mail. It looks like we've got freight. It says fragile, so we better be careful. We better be careful. Let's have a look, friends. What's in the mail today? It says fragile, so he's, oh, look. Oh! Is this what I think it is? Oh, it's Rust Trail. What have you done, buddy? What have you done, bud? You gotta be kidding me. This is my buddy Rusty. What's he done? Buddy? What is this? This seems like a bottle opener or something. This better not be what I think it is. Oh, dude! Oh, do you know how, oh my gosh! Rust Trail. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's a hug, buddy. I wish you were here, man. Dude, Rust Trail. Oh, I've been looking for one of these for... I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. This is incredible. Oh, my good gosh. And they did a pretty good job, didn't they? Like they did. Rust Trail. Rusty. Oh, Rusty is such a good guy. Oh, it's got a neat look too, like a 3D kind of a look, eh, friends? Look, hey, look at it. It's I've seen this company. $1978. Made in the USA. Look at it, friends. You don't know. Well, you do know. This. I've been looking for a power saw on a chainsaw on a belt. I've got a Husqvarna that Bob Walker, the famous Bob Walker from Walker Saw Shop, Walkerized. Okay, he gave me. Guess what? This is going to Sweden with me. I'm wearing that to Sweden. You guaranteed? You're freaking guaranteed. I'm gonna go get a little McCullough emblem. I know a really good jeweler. He's gonna put the McCullough insignia right on there for me. Hey, maybe even on the bar, McCullough right there. Oh dear Lord. Oh, and there's a great big spot for it right there. Look, friends. McCullough. You're going to laugh. This is funnier than heck. You need to listen to this. There was a guy who he kept, in the beginning, like, friends, our language, our Canadian, well, think about our language. How do you spell wind? The wind is blowing. Ooh, the wind. Well, how do you spell wind? Wind up the clock. You know what I mean? That's just one. There's endless. Our language is funny, the English language. Anyway, so it's McCullough. Okay, McCullough. I know a gazillion people that say McCullough. This fella, he must have been an older guy, whatever, but he actually unsubscribed because he kept correcting me. Buckin, of all people, you think you would pronounce it properly. McCullough. McCullough. Yes, that's what, but who's to say that CH, but I mean, it is McCullough. That's how it's pronounced. But I mean, think about Chip. McCulloch? CH at the end, right? Anyways, I'm just rambling. It's our language is funny, but he unsubscribed. He couldn't take it. He literally, he said to me, and he was dead serious. He wasn't joking around. He said to me, Buckin, I can't believe you don't pronounce this right. Like, I can't tell you how many times he left in the comments. I joked with him a couple times, and then he is gone. He unsubscribed because I didn't pronounce it McCullough. He's gone. Long time ago. Probably a year and a half ago. Rust Rail. Yeah. Now, what's this? Oh, Mike Duffy. Mike Duffy, what have you, oh, buddy. Mike Duffy. Duffy's Tree Service. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All-American Tree Service. Mike, thanks, bud. Hey, that's great. Look. Oh, I still love the smell of a new shirt. Hey? Very nice. Gildan. Cool, bud. Oh, look at the back. Look at the back, friends. That's my buddy, Mike Duffy. Great guy. Does kind of been climbing for a long time. He's old school, but he's into the new rigging too. He's got all these. Not what I'm into. I'm into the old stuff. You guys know that. But he's got all the new goodies, and he's a good guy. It's Mike Duffy. He runs a channel. He doesn't have a ton of content up, but I've watched some of his videos, and that's a great shirt. All-American Tree Service, tree removal, stump grinding, pruning, contract climbing. He's a great guy. He's he knows his stuff. He's a good climber, and he's good with a power saw. I don't know if he's a faller, but I think he's mainly a tree guy, as far as from what I can remember from his channel. But he's a great guy. He's been here a long time. Mr. Duffy, I love you, brother. Thanks, pal. Oh, what a great day. What a great, come on. Love you guys. That's so cool. Okay, I'll put that there. I don't have a belt on. I'd be sporting that right now. Okay, I gotta get back on this accent. Over now.
On a contract beats the hell out of day rate. It sure did keep the wolves away, but it gave him the faller's gait. Well, behold the woodman's woodshed. It's a sight to be seen. Well, he's got kindling nighttime burns, 2 quarts of the green. Well, people often ask him,
Let's do this.
why he chose this game. Something about that power saw and the sand runs through my veins.
Shall we?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just the smell of the 2-stroke, baby.
Just part of the job that really makes it worthwhile. Yeah. This handle is scary. It's really scary. Wow. Like, I mean, wow. Remember, friends, if you want to take a little more out of the kerf, see, you just squeeze that together like that. Okay, and then run your saw in there again. Like this. There, it'll take more of the wood out. Give her another little crank. Yeah, the dive. Now we take a look here. Pull that off. And that's going to be wider now, and there's going to be wood out of there. Macaroni and cheese. This is nice. Oh, yeah. So you want your kerf, friends, to go basically. Isn't that nice? Yeah, it is. Look at the. See, this is the thing with hand fit, friends. I want you to look at this. I'm not joking about this. This is a really, really good fit. Look at. Like, it's crazy, actually. And that's the beautiful thing about doing it by hand and taking your time. This is going to be a 5-6 hour axe. We'll do the math. I mean, it is. Oh yeah, darn tootin'. And straight, like, you know, so you check for straightness this way. You run your blade right down, should come right down in the middle of the handle. It does. Sometimes the heads over years have been, something's been up with them, but usually they're pretty good. This is literally actually crazy, to be quite freaking honest with you. I like to show these. I don't know why. I just like to show it. Like, that's got, like, it's a little bit of curl. This is a good seat. A real good seat. Okay. You know what I'm talking about? I do. I know what I'm talking about. Oh. I might just go out and test this bugger. Oh. You can get these, you know what I mean? Get them nice and yeah. Oh yeah. No, this is a freaking scary axe. This is a freaking scary axe. The 3-pounder, long handle, probably 37. I'll bet you she's 37. Let's measure it. Come on, let's do it, everybody. Come on. It's 36 to the nose, right on the money. Hey, guess what? See this axe here? This is cool. This is my friend. So I got a few builds on the go at the same time. It's and then when the shipping lines open up again, first of the week, I'm gonna ship some. Not these. The other ones that were made. This is my buddy Ryan McFeeters. How are you, Ryan? And your lovely wife and your kids. I hope you're all well. Now, I made this axe the other night, okay? I got a little bit of footage of it. What's that racket? Who's that noise? Who's making racket? It's Barry. Barry from Ireland. Hi, buddy. Sent a wee donation. You, Barry. You guys, thank you so much for your donations to this trip to Sweden. I can't even... Bucking in Sweden? This is crazy. I hope he's has enough for me to come with him. He always gets the calls from people. They say, Billy come cut tree, and then he goes cut the tree. He leaves me here to do axes. I make the axes, the handles, not Billy, okay? He's out working, talking to people. And I'm here, Sven, in here, doing the labor, you see? And he takes the credit for the handles. Billy does, you know?
kind of, you know, I better have a talk with Billy and say, hey, he better let people know that I make the handles, huh? I will tell him. You tell him, you people tell Billy, you say, Billy, let Sven come with you. Over and out. Hello, it's Sven. Billy, he's out busy in the firewood. He made this axe for his friend Ryan McFeeters. So you call McFeeters? I think it's McFeeters. I like that name, by the way. Listen, this axe is it's, how you say, unorthodox, maybe. Yes, that's the word. Unorthodox. It's beautiful. Look at it. Look at it, friends. Look at it. Mr. Ryan McFeeter, I hope you like it. Look, it has a wonderful look to it. Hey, see? This, Sven made this for you. Actually, Billy did, but I say I did. It's a beautiful hatchet. It is heavy. You could bang wedges like crazy and small timber. Beautiful handle. It's very nice. But it looks very cool. Look at it. It looks like a bird's beak, eh? Oh, I like. Sven likes the crazy looking ones. The McGinty got the crazy one. I like those too. Billy got me liking the funny ones. I don't know why. Back to the plum. Friends, take a look at this. The thing here is very tight on the curve. It's tight, very tight. I will make a very thin wedge. I will cut and sand it down so it's thin, very thin. I may even put the bloodwood. Yes. See, it is thin. We shall see. Oh, this feels really, really good. Over. Okay, friends, I need to show you something here, and I've done enough of these now where this is done. It is done. This is nice. I like the feel of this thing. Oh, 3-pound head, eh? It is really cool. It's got roll everywhere. It's got freaking roll, 360 degrees of roll on the wood. Everywhere you look, there's roll. Everywhere. It's down on there like crazy. So, everybody, how's everybody doing? Hey, there was an axe quite a while ago, actually. And I said, there's been this thing about putting the axes on upside down. It happens a ton, actually, all the time. Probably every time someone buys a new double bit, breaks the handle and puts a new handle on it, they put it on upside down. And I'll show you why. This axe, I actually did some work here on the top corners to make it look like it was okay. This is how someone hung it. They actually hung it. Well, I'll show you. Watch. It's all, I got a ton of wood off of this thing. Watch. Well, look at, for instance, look, friends. Boom. Watch this. One tap. Watch. There's the head of the axe. Okay? It looks beautiful. Actually looks unreal. Look. Like, that's unreal, but that would be wonderful. But look at here. Look at the gaps. There's a huge gap there and a huge gap there. So you see what I'm saying, don't you? So watch now. Flip it around. Watch this. Aha. That was one tap, and actually I'll do two just because. Look at. And not only that, look, no gap hardly at all. There's actually curl. Teeny bit of gap there. It was on upside down again, this head. Mr. McFeeters. Ryan, oh boy. Yours was on. It's just what happens, friends. It does. It happens. So, vintage axe, make sure when you're getting your axe from somebody or you're hopefully they've done it right. So that went on beautifully. That was almost ready for a wedge if I had hung it upside down. But now that I'm hanging it correctly, you can see there's two spots. There's the correct way right there, and there's the incorrect way. Improper pruning, proper pruning. Uh-huh.